The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Get long day for you. Quick dash.
Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
218, chop it.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go.
Who's that? Is that yours?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey,
Come on,
these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Look at me, zipper.
Hey, get it.
On first down, it's Samuels. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Slam. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Leo.
Check. Fresno.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Samuels. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
You go tight. You got tight.
Yes, yes.
Safe. Let's go.
On second down now, Samuels. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
Go.
Mike's it.
Go.
Check, go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and
Let's
10.
go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten.
Look. Squeeze. Hey. Now.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke. Bring it.
Yep. Right up.
He'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Complete to John Smith. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Jaguars 3, Titans 0.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Go. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop the throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown on the season, and the Titans have taken the lead.
Touchdown, Titans. The kicker on.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. The extra point up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hard, hard. Look at me, zipper. Ready?
Second and long. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, check Mike.
Hey. Bam. Let's go. Hit it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He gets it to Sims, complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Stop your whining. 44's the Mike.
2nd and 14. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Hey, Delta.
Here I come. Here I come. 44. Mike, 44. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Go.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Watch the
Snap.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Protein spill.
Mike, 65.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's going to get his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Hey, stand off. Yep. Get it.
On 4th down, Lawrence. Open man is Sims. He's got it. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, I need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Got it.
Mike, 6. Watch the run. Watch the
Smooth.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6.
Yo. Go! Look at me. Go. Hit it.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready,
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Ready, set.
Mike Fofo. Cut.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
All day.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
See me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Go.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Echo.
Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
Just like that. Just like that.
Right up.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoom. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
They gonna need some therapy.
Hey. 44 is Mike.
He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Watch the safety.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Titans 24, Jaguars 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the 1st touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to throw. Lawrence. The throw taken in by Sims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy.
Big
Roll out.
Big stop, let's go. Watch twitch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. 23 yards, the final tally.
Watch the curve.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score, Titans 31, Jaguars 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exact.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50. Mike 50. You remember me?
5.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Break.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Topper.
Check 3.
Hey, Wahoo. Go.
Motion. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot.
He's the mic.
Defense.
Second and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Titans 38, Jaguars 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie.
44 is the mic. 44.
Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Titans 45, Jaguars 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Under 10.
Cheetah.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Ready?
56 is the mic. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, Jet. Go.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
18 Gator.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
56, check 56. Watch the pass.
Snap.
On 1st down, Lawrence And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, Lawrence. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
All day.
Yo, go. Bang, 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 bang. Go.
Take 4.
They'll run with Samuels. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Read. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Look at me. Zipper.
56.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
He's crashing.
On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey. Hey, lock it.
On 4th down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He got 29 yards that time. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Mike 52.
2nd and 2.
Let's go. Big series right here.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing after the interception. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
The Titans take over first and 10
let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. Coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here I come. Here I come.
Yes. Hey, orbit.
Watch out.
Two draw corkers. Rocket.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down, really put them behind the 8 ball.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
I'm going to run you over.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Slam.
Hey!
Watch twist.
On second down now, Samuels. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Snap!
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Mike, 50, Mike.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walsh. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Ready, ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Brashad Perriman. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
60 outlaw.
Watch the out, watch the out.
Look at me, zipper.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Fopo's the mic.
Buzz, buzz.
44, 44. Mike, 44. I got him. 44 is the mic. 44.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.